To make great wine, it takes a great winemaker. Have you ever wondered what it takes to become a great winemaker? Well, we're here at the Niagara College Teaching Winery to find out. Hi, I'm Michael Velitis, your host for On Wine TV, the show that brings you the inside scoop on what's happening in the Ontario wine industry. So we're here talking with Jennifer Wilhelm, the program coordinator for the Winery and Viticulture Technician program at Niagara College. Jennifer, thank you for talking with us today.
My pleasure.
So Jennifer, this is a very unique program. It's the only one of its kind in Canada. What makes this Winery and Viticulture Technician program different than any other enology program in Canada or even in North America for that instance?
That's a very good question. This program was put together specifically as a response to the Ontario wine industry that was really saying there is a need for well-educated students and graduates that can feed into the needs of the Ontario wine industry. So when this program was being put together, it was really put together in partnership with the industry experts that were saying, this is specifically what we need. We need students that are well-rounded in viticulture, in biology, in chemistry, in winemaking, in retail, in management, in just about everything. So when they were putting the classes together, it wasn't really a bunch of curriculum experts saying, you know, let's put together this great course that we have an idea for. It really was the industry saying, this is what we need, this is what we need, this is what we need. And then sitting down with our Board of Governors and our Program Advisory Committee and putting this program together.
It's a 2.5-year program?
It is. It's 2.5 years, and why that is because they have a placement in there. So they do September to April, and then after that first year, the students go away and do a practicum placement, and they're away from the college until January when they come back, and then they start back in January and they continue on until the end of July. So it doesn't really fit into the cookie cutter box, but it really, again, was put together so that they can spend the spring, the summer, the fall at a winery.
So we're here at Rosewood Estates Winery on the Beamsville Bench, and we've tracked down one of the practicum students, Nicole Beretti, from the Niagara College Winery and Viticulture Technician program. So Nicole, what are you doing out here today? What are you doing at Rosewood?
Well, the short version of the story is that we're basically getting ready to hedge the vines, meaning that grapevines will basically grow forever unless you cut them. So we're just getting them to stand up straight, and so the machine can come in and cut the tops off.
So Nicole, as part of your practicum, you're going to be here throughout the whole summer, or how does that work with the program?
Yeah, I'll be here throughout the summer. I started in May, and I expect that I'll be working at Rosewood till sometime after harvest, probably into November.
Okay, so you're doing both the vineyard work and the harvest, the crush here at Rosewood as well?
Yep. Yeah, I'll be here throughout the rest of the summer working in the vineyard, and then through the harvest season and onwards until the hard work and the plentiful work in the wineries through.
That's great. So Nicole, do you find that this hands-on experience, you're learning a lot more than you would just sitting in the classroom reading the books and the lectures?
Yeah, it's really helping to solidify everything that we learned in class. There was a lot of theory involved in the vine biology classes and stuff like that, the viticulture classes, but seeing it from a first-hand perspective, it really starts to make sense in a practical aspect.
We hire 2 to 3 co-op students a year. We have just over 15 acres at this moment. We have 20 acres planted last year. So we're gonna be working with more co-op students. Like I said, we hire 2 to 3 co-op students. They help me in the vineyard from pretty much tying canes. I prune the entire vineyard myself. And then once the co-op students need work, we hire them and they help me tie the canes or shoot removal, shoot position, suckering. Right now we're tucking in shoots just before hedging, so they pretty much do all aspects in viticulture from start to finish till harvest.
So the types of programs that they take really do prepare them for any role that they might embrace at a winery. So they cover all aspects of sensory, some history of the Ontario wine industry, and some studying of regions elsewhere in the world so that they can understand how Ontario specifically fits into the world wine stage. They cover viticulture, they cover biology, chemistry, integrated pest management. They also spend some time learning to operate the vineyard equipment and the various winery equipment, such as forklifts, tractors, sprayers, anything like that.
If there's ever a time where you feel like you're going to jackknife this tractor, pull straight ahead. As long as there's nothing in the way, try to straighten it out. It's better to be safe than sorry, right?
So what type of jobs are students going to be looking for when they're graduated? What type of work in the field are they going to be looking
it's a good question. And I think with the globalization of the wine industry, we're looking at really the world as their oyster because they're so well-rounded when they finish this program and they do have applied learning. So employers love that, so that when one of our grads starts at a winery, they are able to work in retail if they so wish. They can be human resource managers, winery managers. They can choose to be vineyard managers if they'd like. They can also be completely comfortable going into an assistant winemaker position and working their way into winemaker.
So how important do you think this program is to the Ontario wine industry? Do you think it has its place? That it's...
Absolutely, I think it has its place. And again, what we look at the end of each year, twice through each year in fact, is we meet regularly with the students to get feedback on the programs, on the textbooks, on the curriculum, on the instructors, to make sure that it's relevant to them. They're learning what they need to learn. And we also talk regularly with our program advisory committees, so we're responsive to the needs of the industry. So as they're changing and Ontario's wine industry is growing, and there are research stages, because we're so young and we are a new world wine region, we really aren't tied into any traditional laws. So we can change and grow here in Ontario, and that's really important that the program reflects that and changes and grows as well.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you very much for talking with us today, Jennifer. I know the
Thank
program
you.
already has a great reputation, and the pedigree of the students that are coming out for it. The Ontario wine industry has a lot to look forward to. So thanks
Wonderful.
again.
Thank you so much.